You mentioned tanning. This is always like a controversial thing because I always like to sport a tan, and people like, welcome to sun cancer, man. You're gonna get it someday. Like you're gonna look old soon. I've heard it all, and I kind of chuckle a little bit, and I feel really healthy after I'm in the sun and feel energized and great after it. I don't burn, even though I'm fair skinned, you could say, coming from a Slavic Polish background. Tell me about, what is it that people get wrong about tanning, and why is it actually beneficial to be out in the sun and tan?
What I'd say most people get wrong, especially centralized medicine, the very quote unquote authorities that are supposed to tell us the truth around this stuff, is that they view tanning from the perspective of inherent damage that the sun causes on the skin.
Right.
What they miss, and this is a very important factor, what they miss is that the hormetic principle, hormesis, is the very foundation of this process of tanning, which in other words is just melanin production from UVA and UVB hitting the skin. And so if you think about exercise, we all love exercise. We all know the power of exercise. And most people will admit that you are actively damaging your tendons, muscles, and ligaments in the short term, acutely, in order to sleep, recover, and then come back stronger. So what I'm proposing is that the same process occurs with tanning. And I find it really, really damaging for board certified dermatologists, a lot of these people who are big in the space, quote unquote, leading authorities, to say that there is no such thing as a safe tan. That is a
Right.
quote from the Skin Cancer Foundation in the United States. And
Right.
when you go a level deeper, what are the benefits of a tan? I mean, obviously you have vitamin D3, a powerful, powerful immunomodulator and responsible for basically so many other things in the body. But if you study melanin, you'll find an incredible array of health benefits, including its radioprotective properties. It's protective against radiation. Melanin blocks 99% of all UV, so it's Mother Nature's original sunscreen. You have it being an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-venom in some cases. Some argument around using the photoelectric effect to then create free electrons in the body, which has an anti-inflammatory effect as well. So as you can see, there's a whole host of benefits that the mainstream is not touching at all. And that's because they don't have that perspective of electromagnetism, of of us being solar beings.
Right. Now, there is a counter case and a devil's advocate side to this, that there are a number of people with, genetic proclivities, you could say, that do not tan well. Very fair skin, go out and just turn red right away, turn into a lobster. What would you say about people that do have that reaction to the sun, and those kind of very fair skinned people that would say, hey, Zaid, like, I hear what you're saying because you are you, but I am me, and I know me and the sun do not mesh well.
Yeah. Well, it comes down to lifestyle. If you take a look at how our environment is in modern society, the light and dark cycle are completely inverted. As a matter of fact, we don't even have a dark part of the light and dark cycle because everything has been lit.
Yep.
And so when we consider evolutionary biology, when we consider the human animal, we need to understand that all mammals can develop more melanin. Even the lightest skinned people out there can develop more melanin, assuming you have the proper framework around light. So this is where we get into the concept of a solar callus, which is extremely controversial from the leading experts, so to speak. And really the solar callus is this idea that you use progressive overload in the same way that you would in the gym in order to break your skin in, so to speak, and develop a stronger skin barrier. And if you study, like, here's one incredible fact for people, especially the lighter skin types. When it comes to morning sunlight exposure, the red and near infrared light and the red light spectrum actually primes and protects your skin for higher UVA and UVB conditions in the midday. And this is because that red light spectrum stimulates filigrin production. It's a skin protein. It stimulates uricanic acid. So from a biological perspective, we evolved to get morning sunlight on most of our skin before we went into the midday.
Super interesting because, again, you just have to look back a little bit and understand the history of humans as a species to understand that we used to spend so much time, regardless of our race and culture and what our background and genetics are, outside, and that would be in the sun. And so most of the time we also dictated our waking working hours by sunrise and sunset. And like you said, that all changed with the advent of the light bulb,
Yeah.
which I've spoken to people, and people like T.S. Wiley have researched as the ultimate endocrine disruptor, she's called it as. And I
Sure.
agree that that totally screwed us up. Like as soon as we got the light bulb, yeah, convenience, amazing. Circadian rhythm ruined, and hormones pretty much ruined.